Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If we can beat the rain. No. Rain! Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany and today we are learning. A friend of mine had brought it to my attention that the things that I see living here in Hawaii might seem very, very normal to me, but they might not be to you guys. Much like if you live in Washington State, you're driving down the highway heading to the other side of the state and you see apples for miles. Or if you live in Georgia, same thing, you're gonna see more peach trees than you ever imagined in your whole life. But if you live there, I'm sure it's quite normal to see. All of these beautiful wonders become very routine when you see them on a daily basis. So today I'm going to start a mini series to share with you guys the things that grow right here in our yard on Hawaii Island. I will start with a very simple and often overlooked plant. Honohonu grass is considered to be a weed, and a lot of times it certainly can be. But what many people don't know is that it is not a grass at all. It is actually part of the mint family. And if you have mint, you definitely know how mint can spread. Honohonu grass can definitely be helpful if you have an open wound. All you need to do is grab a couple of its leaves, chew it up a little bit into a poultice, and stick it on your wound, and it will slow down and even stop the bleeding, even if your wound is really, really deep. I've never tried it myself, but people do take the grass and put it into teas because of its medicinal properties. It can reduce fevers, and people put it in their salads for the flavor. This next little gem, this is papaya. I'm sure you've heard of it if you haven't tried it already. There are two major types of papaya, Mexican papaya and Hawaiian papaya. These guys thrive in full sun and will pop up just about anywhere where a seed is dropped onto the ground. Hawaiian papaya is much sweeter and much smaller than the Mexican papaya. These are pear-shaped, as you can see, and they turn yellow when they are ripe. Papaya is very high in vitamin C, vitamin E, and beta-carotene, which make it very good for heart health and even preventing bad cholesterol. It is also very high in calcium, potassium, vitamins A, and vitamin B. On top of those vitamins, it is actually very, very good for your gut enzymes too. Papaya can be used with many, many different recipes. Most of the time, it's eaten just on its own because it's delicious. Other ways you can use it, you can put it into your smoothies, you can put it on top of your salads, or you can just juice it. My favorite is a green papaya salad. They use it when it's around this ripeness, shredded up, spicy, and so good. What a lot of people don't know about papaya is that Hawaiian papayas are all genetically modified. They're all GMO. In the 90s, there was an outbreak of ring spot virus. And in 1998, a brand new papaya was introduced and also given away to struggling farmers so that the papaya wouldn't die entirely. So everything that you see in the grocery stores or even here at our farmers market and on the side of the road and in your front yard, they're all genetically modified. Alright, so lastly, let's talk about one of the most versatile and most utilized plants in all of Hawaii. One of them, the tea leaf. These are the tea plants, spelt T-I, not T-E-A. There are hundreds of types of tea plants. You can find them in multiple colors. Red and green are the most common that you'll see. Green is definitely the most used. Historically and in today's society, the tea plant is heavily utilized culturally, medicinally, and for culinary purposes. Today, when you're driving down the road, you will most likely see a lot of tea plants like these lining the front and all the way down each and every driveway, or almost all of them. This is to ward off evil, enemies, and illness. Tea plants bring well-being. Tea plants bring Tea plants bring health, wellness, and healing. The tea plant is considered to be sacred by Lono, the god of fertility, and also to Laka, the goddess of hula. You will find that many people still use tea plants for making skirts, making leis, making haku, and many other types of clothing for hula. It is commonly used nowadays to use in the imu. They use it to wrap the hog or the other foods before it is put into the imu pit and covered up by earth and other components. If you've never tried a steamed lau lau, oh my goodness, you need to do that. Medicinally, people still use tea leaf on a regular basis. You can use tea to bring your fever down, treat rashes and eczema and inflammation of the skin. You can also make it into a tea and it will help with respiratory issues and menstruation problems. In addition to all of this, historically the tea plant has been used to make thatch roofs, bowls, plates, sandals, and even fishing nets. And there are so many more uses. Well, thank you for coming along with me today to learn what's growing right here in my front yard. I look forward to showing you a few more plants in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon.